Imagine being in a hospital waiting for your test results when suddenly you hear screams from the next room. You rush to see what's happening and find something that defies all logic. A man lying on a stretcher, expelling objects from his body. Coins, small stones, even pieces of metal. How is this possible? Before we dive into this incredible story, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and share this mystery with friends who love the unexplained. Can you imagine going through something like this? Share your thoughts in the comments. It all started in a small, quiet town. Rogerio was an ordinary man, known for his friendly demeanor and calm nature. He worked as a mechanic, lived in a modest neighborhood, and had a predictable routine. He didn't stand out for anything in particular, except for his meticulous habits. He loved organizing tools, tending to his garden, and spending weekends at the local bar talking about soccer with friends. One afternoon, however, his life took a dramatic turn. Rogerio began experiencing intense abdominal pain. At first, he thought it was something common, like indigestion or a passing virus. He tried to ignore the discomfort, but as the day progressed, the pain became unbearable, leaving him barely able to walk. Alarmed, he decided to visit the town's hospital. During his initial examination, while doctors were conducting routine tests, Rogerio felt an unusual pressure beneath his skin, something he described as a force pushing from the inside out. Then, to everyone's shock, a small piece of metal emerged from his hand. It was a screw, clean and seemingly unused. The room fell silent for a few seconds before the nurses began whispering among themselves. The attending physician, visibly astonished, ordered urgent tests. How could this be happening? Rogerio had no visible wounds, and the screw appeared to have emerged directly from within his skin. In the hours that followed, more inexplicable events occurred. While waiting for his test results, Rogerio expelled two more objects, an old coin and a small shard of glass. The hospital staff quickly became captivated by the unfolding mystery, treating Rogerio like a living enigma. Word spread rapidly. In a small town, anything out of the ordinary becomes the topic of every conversation at the market, the church, and family gatherings. It wasn't long before local reporters showed up at the hospital, eager to uncover the mystery surrounding Rogerio. The medical tests, however, offered no clues. No objects appeared in the X-rays or ultrasounds. There were no tumors, implants, or anything else that could explain what was happening. The only certainty was that Rogerio was expelling real objects, and no one knew how or why. Meanwhile, Rogerio wasn't just enduring physical pain, he was also dealing with significant emotional distress. He described the sensation as excruciating, comparing the process to being torn apart from the inside. Each object that emerged left his skin tender and his mind filled with unanswered questions. To the local residents, Rogerio became a polarizing figure. Some viewed him as a living miracle, believing he had a supernatural gift. Others, however, began avoiding him, spreading rumors that he was cursed or possessed. The situation escalated when, during a church service, Rogerio expelled a small wooden cross. Panic swept through the congregation, and he was asked to leave. With his life turned upside down, Rogerio sought answers wherever he could. He consulted experts from various fields, ranging from renowned doctors to paranormal researchers. One such researcher suggested that Rogerio might be a conduit for unknown energies using his body to materialize objects. This theory, while fascinating, was met with skepticism by the scientific community. Doctors continued to push for more tests and analyses, determined to find a biological explanation. Yet, each attempt only seemed to raise more questions. Intriguingly, the objects expelled by Rogério didn't seem random. Some bore markings or characteristics that deepen the mystery. For instance, the old coin had a Latin inscription that read ex tenebris lux, from darkness, light. Another object, a rusty key, appeared to belong to a long outdated lock design. Amid the chaos, Rogério decided to document everything. He began keeping a detailed log of each object, noting the time, location, and distinctive features of each item. He hoped that by compiling this data, he might uncover a pattern or clue to explain the phenomenon. But things only grew stranger. One day, while shopping at the local market, Rogério expelled a small watch part in front of dozens of witnesses. The piece appeared antique and was entirely intact. This incident brought even more attention, and Rogério found himself constantly approached by curious onlookers, journalists, and even opportunists looking to exploit his condition. Desperate for answers, Rogério agreed to be transferred to a state-of-the-art laboratory in the capital. There, he underwent a battery of unprecedented tests. Scientists discovered something unusual. His cells exhibited abnormal activity, as if they were responding to invisible external stimuli. Despite this discovery, the origin of the phenomenon remained a mystery. Meanwhile, Rogério struggled to maintain a semblance of normalcy in his life, though new episodes continued to disrupt his routine. During a walk in the park, he expelled a small gold ring with an enigmatic inscription. Horrified, those around him recoiled, leaving him once again at the center of unwanted attention. Over time, Rogério began to accept his condition, even though he couldn't fully understand it. He started to view the objects as messages or fragments of something greater, something beyond human comprehension. "Maybe I'm just an instrument," he would say. Today, Rogério's case remains unexplained. Some see him as living proof that forces beyond our understanding exist. Others believe that science will one day provide a logical explanation for what happened. In the meantime, Rogério continues to document each new object, seeking meaning in his extraordinary condition. And you? Do you think this phenomenon can be explained by science, or is there something more at play? Share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and spread this story to mystery lovers everywhere.